Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Let's get it going. What's going on? What's going on? We have another day in the markets today. It is Tuesday, August 13th, 2019. Deep in the middle of summer. Alright, guys, so what's cooking? What's cooking? Yesterday, what did we see across the board? A bloodbath. SPY closing down just north of 3.5 points. Sector-wise, all 11 bled red into the close. Was just another continuation of Friday's sell-off. That coupled with the news coming out of China, definitely a recipe for the street to dump shares on the market, which we saw yesterday. Are we going to see a continuation today? Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a push to the upside on pre-market action. That being said, the boys haven't started putting in shares yet, so we're going to see what happens getting closer to the bell. But right now, things are pushing higher, not much higher, but we're going to see going into the session to see if that's going to continue, or we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday. But anyway, on our watch, we got 7 going into our list today. So let's get into it with Netflix. Netflix obviously had a decent day yesterday, closing just shy of two points to the upside. We like it. We think it's going to continue to push higher. Obviously it's defending this 300 level, so it has a lot of room to the upside where it got stuffed out after its original gap back in July, gap down back in July, running into that 200-day moving average resistance. So right now we're looking to the north side. So we're going to see if we can mitigate, and the market overall will help push this thing higher as well. Obviously, as you can see, market sold off completely, and these guys definitely pushed up. So let's keep an eye on Netflix. Obviously, they're having this battle with Disney with their subscriptions in the United States, across the board actually. But we're bullish on Netflix for today, going into today's session. Next up, we got Spotify. Spotify closed down just shy of 4 points to the downside yesterday. Again, it was not a good day. What we did notice was how the behavior was happening yesterday. We've been looking at SPY pretty closely past a week. And so what we're seeing is obviously the way it's behaving. Right now, obviously, it's still putting in higher highs and higher lows, even when it's fading back a little bit. It's got the 50 underneath it on the daily, trying to keep it up. So we're going to see if it's going to continue to push higher, even though it closed down 4 points to the downside yesterday. So we're bullish on Spotify today. If again, obviously the market's going to keep it above VWAP, because we saw this weakness all day yesterday below VWAP, and it obviously ended up losing the battle and faded. What was it? Yeah, just shy of 3 points after lunch. I think it started to fade about 1 o'clock. So if we're going to see some action above VWAP, then we're going to push to the upside. If we're going to see this again, then we're going to stay away from it. It's probably going to fade out. So we're going to wait, obviously, till the dust settle about 10 o'clock, 10:15, see what's cooking. Next up, we got Baba. Baba closed pretty much even. It was pretty much consolidated all day yesterday. Have a little bit of action, obviously, after hours and pre-market as well. We're going to see, we got that 150 as the support level. It's got the 200 and the 50 above it. So it's right in the kind of the middle of this range. So we're going to see if it's going to continue to push higher with the market, or it's going to sell off. So we're just on kind of hold with Baba. We're bullish on Baba for today, but the market has to dictate before we obviously hop in and mitigate. Next up, we got QCOM. QCOM closed down just shy of 2 points yesterday. It's got the 50-day moving average above its head as resistance, pushing it down. So we think that it's going to continue to fade lower, going obviously coming out of the talk coming out of China. We don't see this pushing any higher today or in the near future. So we think this is going to continue to sell to not necessarily to that 200-day, but definitely going to start selling probably at least 3, 4, 5 points to the downside going into this week. Disney first time for us for a while. We're gonna have the Disney as a bearish day today. Obviously lost its battle yesterday, as you can see with VWAP. We think it's going to continue to sell off a little bit. We got a 130.55 initial price target. Not going to reach it today, obviously, but we're going to see if it continues to push lower, putting in lower highs and lower lows. If it does, then that will be our target, and we'll be diligent with that. Again, it's going to have to prove to us that this thing is fading out. So right now, we like that the sentiment, what we're seeing. If it starts to live above VWAP and starts to defend VWAP, then obviously sentiment may change. But as of right now, we are bearish on Disney. Roku. So as we were talking about yesterday, we were bullish on ROKU had busted up yesterday nicely, closed just shy of 9 points after its monster run on the 8th. It's about to come test this 136.58 level that it tapped that high yesterday and had ran into that wall and faded out below VWAP, but definitely fought back going into the close and after hours in pre-market as well. So it's looking to test that 136.55. It's going to test it clearly today, maybe before the bell opens. If it breaks right through it, then you're going to have another runner. But if that level defends, then we're going to see what's cooking. We're going to start putting in some risk to the downside. So we're bearish on ROKU, but we're going to be patient and let the market clearly show us that it's time to start, putting in that backside. So all eyes are on that 136.55 level as of right now. We're going to wrap it up with Tesla. Tesla got a 225 price target, and because obviously it's come close to tap it before, that's sitting on the 50-day moving average. It's not looking very strong overall as far as gaining any of this real estate to the north here. Technically it's definitely fading out right now. We have 225 again price target, have a little bit of action after hours in pre-market, closing down 6 points yesterday, so it's showing weakness. Intraday weakness. So overall, it's pretty much in its channel. As you can see, that 250 to 225 channel, we think it's starting to head back down south again. So we are bearish going into the session on Tesla. So that's what we got, guys. We got 7. And as always, if you want to see how we're doing it, how we're trading these stocks, building our watch list, we always tell you, come check out the site at thestreettrading.com. We'll sort you out on the 90-day course, help you out with your conviction, with your confidence, build that edge for you guys and get you ready to go and profitable, consistently profitable. That's what it's all about, guys. Self-sufficient, consistency, and profitability. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about what social media is telling you, tweets and all that shit. Trust yourself. Trust what you see, not what everybody else sees. All right, guys, listen. That's always like we always tell you. Be very patient with price and setup, and always respect your stops. Listen, have a great day in the markets. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Give us a call. Shoot us an email. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon.